if you have a lot of visceral fat on your body, your belly, your legs, your back, your arms, your face, your neck, all over, it's not a calorie thing. That is the high level. It's actually a hormonal thing. Every time someone asks me about weight loss, if they're curious about like, oh, how do you lose weight? Like, what did you do? I'm looking to do this. I'm looking to lose this much weight. Whatever it might be. I always tell them the same thing. I say, I don't like counting calories. I think that is very surface level. I believe a big proponent of being overweight is insulin. When there's too much insulin in your body, it causes issues. I mean, too much of anything is like a bad thing, right? That's like the saying. When you have too much insulin, your body stops listening to insulin, which is a bad thing because then it's like it has to try even harder to get the same reaction. It's like if someone keeps calling your name, at some point you kind of get used to it and you start ignoring it. But what if there's a time where they actually need you and you just ignore it because your brain subconsciously just removes that stimuli? Could be a bad thing, I think. One of the things, I believe that was in a study, if you have a high fasted insulin state, meaning like, let's say you go to bed and you wake up and then you get a blood test and your insulin is really high, that's correlated with obesity. That's correlated with being overweight. Because you just have insulin just floating around in your fucking body. Like a lot of it. Okay, so why is it a hormonal thing? So it sounds like a really stupid question, but like, what is insulin doing in the body? Like, what's going on? Well, insulin does a lot of things. When it comes to weight loss, it controls like the transportation between getting energy in and out of your fat cells. Right? So when your fat cells become overstimulated by insulin, the natural reaction is to become less sensitive to it. That's just like a survival coping mechanism that all of us, all the way down to our cells, have. Well, so if that happens and you try to lose weight the traditional way, your body's not gonna give up on that fat in your body. So that's probably a big reason why you're having trouble losing weight. All right, let's cut to the chase. How do you lower insulin? I'm beating this horse to death, but I believe the best way to do it is twofold. Cut carbs, including sugars, and fast. What carbs is in the body is glucose. When you have too much glucose running in your body, the pancreas is like, yo, we need to like move this shit. We need to do something with this shit. So insulin is released. When insulin is released constantly all the time at high levels, your body gets used to the insulin. So you're going to need more and more and more to have the same effect. Spilled some water. This includes like starches, potatoes, rice, other types of grains too. All these things. Cut them out. At least like lower them. If you can help it, like lower them to like the bare minimum if you can. Obviously still eat vegetables, like leafy greens and broccolis and lettuce, whatever, right? Those are still good. Even though, like, yes, they have some carbs, yes. Everything that comes from the ground has carbs, right? But it's the level, the variety of it that really makes a difference. And fiber too. If it has a lot of fiber, that's so much better than just being pure carb. So another thing is fasting. When you're intermittent fasting or doing OMAD, what you're doing is you're giving your body a rest. You're letting your body downregulate a lot of the stuff that it's been going ham on. So when you don't eat and stuff your face, your body can start cleaning a lot of that stuff out. Those are the two big things I believe, and I know because it's worked for me. I've lost over 50 pounds in 6 months. Works the best. And you don't have to count your calories. You don't have to do all this like crazy macro mathematics, running 30 miles a day, nonsensory, okay? Just those two things will do a great deal for you. And even you don't even have to start intermittent fasting or doing OMAD off the gate. I would say get the diet right first, low carb, doing high fat, high protein. And then once things start leveling out, to include fasting, to include intermittent fasting, to include OMAD, right? So do the diet, then do intermittent fasting, and then if you want to push it further and you want to lose more fat, then do OMAD. And this is in the course of a couple of months. And you will see a huge difference in your visceral body fat. All the whatever you can grab that's squishy and a little too like flappy and pores over your body, like those will start to shrink and you're gonna be like, hell yeah, I feel good, I look good, this is awesome, I want to keep going.